Here's the big question.
How are agents like us,
who didn't get an opportunity to invest in a franchise early,
who are spending time and money to sell homes,
building someone else's saleable asset?
How do we grow a business but still build wealth?
Have an exit strategy,
and get a piece of the pie that's not dependent
on us working more hours than every weekend?
That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer.
My name is Jay Kinder.
My name is Al Stasek.
And I'm Michael Reese. We are your hosts, and welcome to the One Big Fire Podcast.
What's up, everybody? How's it going today? How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. I like that intro.
Yeah, we had a little sizzle to get us going today.
Yeah. You had me bumping my head. It was good.
Right. So, man, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be several of my business partners that we're building eXp with, and we got a huge announcement in the Greater Toronto area, serving the Greater Toronto area. Rick Dhillon has joined us at eXp. Huge announcement. We're so pumped to be in business with you, brother, and really want to unpack the reason why. You know, you've been in the game for a long time, highly successful team, and decided to join this great company along with my friend here, Pierre Nadeau and Andre LaFountain. Excited to be here with you guys, and excited about growing Canada. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is a great market.
Super stoked.
Here we go. So, and if you're watching with us, and then if you're at eXp, post in the comments. We can see these comments as you're posting them. So give Rick a welcome for joining the company. And
what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Hello.
So let's go.
So listen, man. Like you pretty much asked me why you think that I joined this thing, and basically. So as a solo agent, started about 15 years ago, right? And obviously, like at that time, I felt like I had a license to kill. Somebody gave me a license to sell some real estate. Here I was off to the races. And then for all the entrepreneurs out there, the go-getters, once you reach a certain level as a solo agent, the next thing to do in the team is basically to build a team, right? So did that. Pretty successfully, really happy about that because I wanted to buy some of my time back. But I got to tell you, right? Like once I heard about eXp, I ignored it, by the way. Andre's probably laughing. But yeah, I totally ignored it. I shouldn't have ignored it. But anyhow, once I actually started studying it, I was like, hold on a second. Like here I am. I have to build a pie, right? I have to build a pie. Like when you're on a team, you're an entrepreneur, you have to take care of the resources, the marketing, the team. Here comes a company that's building the pie for you, and they're giving you a slice. So once I started getting my head around that, like you're telling me I don't have to do any of the work, I don't have to like do any of the organization stuff. I just actually have to help spread the word. If I choose on a company which I really, really, truly believe in, man, that's the key part. Like I really believe in this thing. And then, so the attraction for me, I'm not going to lie, right? The politically correct answer I'm not going to give. I'm not going to lie. The attraction for me personally was the rev share, right? That's kind of like back in your dating days when you're attracted, the attraction comes with the physical, right? So the rev share attracted me, but what made me want to marry the company was this heart and soul of it, like the culture. Like the rev share got me in, that was cool. But when I started to network with like guys like Jay Kinder and Andre LaFountain, Peter Nadeau, now we're a family and we're trying to grow this thing together and everybody's trying to help each other. That's the icing on the cake.
That's the thing that we, and we were talking right before we jumped on here about, our paths are all pretty similar in that, we get into these, coaching programs, you pay $1,000 a year, and then you get to the next level, you're paying 12 or 15, and then next level higher up, you're paying, 15, 20, 30, and then, all the way up to 30,000 or more a year. And that's kind of been, all of our, hungry to learn and find something to be a part of. And you kind of create these networks and people that you meet across the country that you kind of start to learn from and help. You're helping some of those people sometimes you're learning from those people, but you've got this little network that you're around, but you pay all this money really for that network. And you're not in business with each other. You're not helping each other the same. It's not the same, right? Like we're in business together and building something together. We're a part of something together. And I saw Glenn Sanford made a post. It was shared from in the early days. He said, if we make this opportunity big enough, then great people are going to join this company and help us build it. And that's what he did. That he made the opportunity big enough that it makes sense for us to align and, you know, leverage his platform that he built to help grow and help other agents more successful selling real estate. It's just a fascinating business model. That's for sure.
The guy's a legit genius. I don't say that about many people. Like the more I peel the layers, honestly, the more crazier I get. I'm like, how did he think of that? Like, even like in terms of like every little thing, I'm like, he's got retention in there. He's got, like, why would you go anywhere else? And just to touch on what you said about the coaching, I think all coaching is great, by the way, man. If you're serious about the business, you got to do coaching. That's a side note. Coaching really helped me. It doesn't matter what coaching you pick, like do your research, but coaching really helped me. I'm not gonna lie about that. But when I first met Jay, and he's a coach and he runs a coaching company, and I'm like, I just threw it out there, like, hey, I need that, you know, that feasible expiry campaign you're talking about? Within like minutes, zoom, it was in my inbox. I'm like, I had to pay legit money monthly to get this stuff, and yours was better, man, in my opinion. And I got that like that. So that was huge. Thank you for that. So that's the family. That's the added bonus that I'm really appreciative.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's always been about, you know, helping agents grow. You know, when you have anybody you meet that's successful, I think, you know, they had to go through a lot of failures and challenges to get to that level. I know that's been my story.
For sure.
This pendulum swings to failure before it swings to success. And the more you swing it to failure, the higher you swing it to success. So adding value to other people's lives has always been something that you naturally want to do once you become successful. And that's the cool thing about this is we're getting to partner with agents all across the country, US and Canada, and across the world, and add value to them without them directly having to compensate us for that. And that's pretty special.
100%.
Absolutely.
So talk through this, because you know, everybody has a different story. So you know, Andre was sending you, you know, telling you to take a look at this for what, like a year or how long?
Over a year ago. I met Andre through a past coaching company, right? And so I already knew Andre's relentless, man. I love this guy. So he gave me a call last year, and Andre, I brushed you off. I'm not gonna lie, right? So I respect you, but you told me something. But as the top producer, as all you guys know, I'm getting recruiting calls like on a bi-weekly like basis. You know, like other agencies are trying to recruit me, and in my mind, I'm like, yo, you ain't offering me anything different. Like I'm doing for you, you're not going to be really doing for me, because I'm bringing my own brand and all that kind of stuff to the table. So I thought it was just another average kind of company. But man, I should have researched it last year when he first called me. So if anybody out there that's listening or watching, that somebody was nice enough, I'm telling you, kind enough to share this with you, don't brush it off. Doesn't mean you have to do it, but you have to do the homework. You gotta watch the videos. I promise you. Just do the homework, and once you start doing the homework, your head's gonna spin.
Yeah, we all made the same mistake. I did it too for a year, and I thought I understood the business model. I brushed over it a little bit, and then you hear what other people are saying, and yeah, you just until you do the deep work on it and really look at it and pay attention with intention and with an open mind of, okay, well, let's just say this thing really is great. Let's look at it through that lens of, I don't know what it is. It's something I've probably never seen before, which that's the truth. Is we make the assumption that we know what it is because of all the things that we know. But when you haven't ever seen it before, it's something brand new, it's something different. It's like a UFO. You can't really describe this because you ain't never seen it before, right? Yeah. And so, yeah. So you finally did look at it. What was it that piqued your curiosity, or was it something timing wise that made you consider it, looking deeper, or did somebody else say so? What was the trigger? And then what was that experience like as you started to look at it and see it kind of peel back the onion, so to speak?
Like I say, no filter. When he sent me the video, it was you actually, Jay. It was you. So when I saw Andre sent me the video, he sent me the video of your coaching, and I'm like, whoa, man, like I don't have an ego, right? So I played sports in my life, and like I understand the importance of coaching. I don't like being the smartest person in the room. That's one place I don't want to be. And when I see somebody that's doing big things, I want to be a part of it, and I want to be coached. So to answer that question, when I saw your video, and then I seen what you're doing, and I had a chat with you, and you're offering all your coaching and stuff, I was like, this is a no-brainer. And then the things that Pierre was doing, as I got to know Pierre more, and then Andre, and I learned the culture, and I was like, this is crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, that was after the fact. I'm not gonna sit here and say it wasn't the stocks and the rev share. I just had the ability to make more money in the beginning. That's what really got me into it. That's the part I wanted to study a lot. So I put 15 years of hard work in this business, man. Like 15 years grinding. Not like when I was making feasible expiry calls, whatever, I was making those calls. I was like in my dungeon calling. I was doing things, calling people hungry. At the end of the day, when I'm said and done, and I lace them up, I got nothing to show for it, man. I got nothing. So what I did is I started buying property. I have mad property that I was like, I gotta get my flow going. I gotta get my residual income going. So if I have these rental incomes, and now I'm into developing, that was my exit plan. But you gotta have a lot of upfront capital for that. I've gotta put whatever that number is into buying these properties in order to eventually get a residual. So when you are just giving me something on effort, all I gotta do is put effort, which I'm gonna do anyway. And then you knock into the other side. That's something that I really believe in. Like I would tattoo eXp on me. Like I'm so grateful for the company, right? I've never done that with any other company. So like all I have to do is tell people about a company that is fucking amazing, man. Like this company is amazing. All I have to do is tell people, hey man, you want to see amazing? My hardest part is like, yeah, I don't think it's amazing. I'm like, yo, it's amazing. So if that's all I got to do to catch residual income, I'm not giving that up, man. I'm definitely not giving that up.
Right. Yeah. Some people just see it, and you saw it, man. You saw the same thing I saw. And yeah, man, it's funny because, we do, man, we grind it out, you know what I'm saying, for years. And I'm in my 23rd year in real estate, I guess now. And man, I grinded it out, you know what I'm saying, with the best of them. And that was what was painful was 50 homes sold this month, and then the clock starts over again on the first. Man, that's a real tough pill to swallow. As you become more successful, you get more leverage with your business. You start to step out, focus on other opportunities. You're doing investments, other projects and things like that. And that's all good and great. And it's getting you a little bit closer to your goal, But then 2007, 2008 hits. Man, I got knocked. My socks, my shoes came clean off my feet. I got hit so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like full blown knocked back, like a 5-year, knocked back to zero. You know what I'm saying? Like what the heck just happened? And all my rental properties went upside down. Like everything went to hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I didn't see that coming. And so. I'm ready now. I got my gloves on. I'm ready to box. If it wants to get nasty again, I'm good. But I'll tell you what, I called Mike Reese the other day. It was the first week of, really like the first week of being home and stuff. And I called him. I said, dude, let me just tell you something. Between me and you, I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful that we are at eXp right now because we have a little piece of every transaction that's coming in from the group that we've built. Fortunately, the pressure of, having 40 or 50 employees and how you're going to come out of this, man, I've been through that. It sucks. It's tough. It's tough for a lot of people right now. And I feel for you. All I can tell you is it's a lot better when you got a little bit of residual coming in and people are still going to buy and sell real estate. They're just not going to maybe buy as much of it. If that does happen, I'm not predicting anything here, but if that does start to slow down, we still get paid residual. There's on the sales that do happen. So, it's a nice safety net to have for sure. And it's been really good, as you guys know, for us and it's an opportunity for anybody.
I gotta get there.
Yep. Well, we just getting started, man. It's taking off like wildfire in Canada right now. And it seems like it's interesting. Like when I joined in the States, it was 5,000 agents, and you guys are under or maybe over now somewhere around 1,000. And so it's a very similar feel, as a lot of people don't really know what it is. Some people still haven't heard of it, as you were mentioning, Rick, in a couple conversations with people that just hadn't even crossed their plate yet. You know what I'm saying? To even for people to even ignore it or look at it, right? And so they're first time hearing about it, and that to me, I know what that is. That's a real opportunity, because at that stage, all you got to do is get people to open their mind enough to look at it and say, listen, this is you being able to partner with us and help build we're going to help you build your business. We're going to help you build a revenue share. You're going to get ownership in the company. You're going to get all the technology included you need to run your business, and all the alignment and support, and from all the top agents in the country all working together. And it's just better, it's just a better business model. So,
the reality is, just being a rookie in the business, I can already tell, because I might be a rookie, but I've been locked in my office and calling. Pierre can attest to that. I'm calling him all the time. Be like, yo, man, I gotta pull over on the side of the street and send this video. I gotta be doing all this stuff. But I prefer, and I'm sure all you guys can agree, we're not here to try to make you join a company. Like, I prefer talking to people that have done their homework, so then we can actually have a conversation, because there's a lot to learn about this company. But once you learn it and you get it and it clicks, like, I just want you to do the homework. I want you guys to just watch the video. That's all I'm saying. Like, just watch the video, ask me questions. Trust me, you're going to thank me. You're giving me a hug in a year, right? But do your homework, and you appreciate talking to people that have done their homework. And don't be like me. I watched the video, and then Andre was like, dude, I didn't know you guys could see the back end of the video. He said, dude,
I sent it back to you back in May originally, and I think I don't think you watched it at all the first time. Then I called you a week later, and I'm sorry, man, I'm gonna watch it. And then you watched maybe half of it, and I called you, a couple of weeks later, and it didn't bug you, but it's all about timing. And I just know that you would really thrive in this, and we're friends, man. I just feel we got the cure for cancer, man, and we need to. I feel like I owe it to the people that I care about, that they just got to look at it. They don't have to like it; they just have to look at it, and that's just it. Once people take a little bit of time, watch a couple of videos or two, then you get intrigued and say, wow, that almost sounds too good to be true. When I first called Pierre, he actually watched the video right away. And he got excited right away. In the first 30 days, when I was talking to him, he was like, why he didn't want to do it. Cause it's just a lot of work, right? To change over his whole brokerage. But then he talked to Jay, he talked to Brent, we had him on the phone with Al, and he just did a lot of research. He called me up one day and he's like, man, thanks a lot. I can't sleep at night. That's all I'm thinking about. And then he did his due diligence, right? And here he is. And when I was having a hard time getting you to really look at it, Pierre was going down to the GTA to meet some other people, and I called you up there back a few months back. And I was like, Rick, I got a friend of mine. You're gonna love him. He's he's a rock star like you, selling over 300 homes a year. I want to set up a meeting with you to have coffee. And then you're like, sure, man, yeah, let's do it. I'm always open to talk to guys and have bigger relationships with the real estate business. I said, but you got to watch this brand new team video that we put together for the teams, right? And that's the first video you really watched the whole thing, and then you started doing your homework, and then it was over, right?
Yeah, I'll let when Pierre came to visit me, right? He thought I pranked him. I'll let him tell you that story. He's like, Pierre, tell him that story, man. That's funny.
So Rick gave me his address. And so I punch it into my GPS, and I'm coming from north of Toronto. And then all of a sudden I get there and it's raining, and I'm trying to find a parking spot. I had to go underground. I had to cross over 2 buildings. It took me forever. And I'm like, I'm never going to find my car again. I have no idea where I am. Traffic everywhere. I finally get in front of this address, and there was a bunch of ladies in there getting their nails done. And I'm like, oh man, this guy just played me. He doesn't want to meet with me.
I'm like, yeah, eXp, meet me here.
Yeah. So he's like, dude, I'm in Mississauga, not in downtown Toronto. So anyways, we had a quick meeting, but it was a good meeting, and that's all that mattered. And this is the big thing about this is it's a huge team effort, right? Like Andre started the ball rolling, then he got me involved, then we got Jay involved, and everybody's aligned to help each other, which is the craziest thing that I've ever seen. Like Jay has helped me so many times. Andre is constantly helping, and they're going to do the same thing for you, and they're going to do the same thing for the other people that come into this business. So I'm extremely thankful to them. You talk about being thankful for things right now. I mean, my business has doubled in 9 months, and that's just crazy. That's just crazy, and it's because of these guys and the help that they've given us. So thank you.
That's awesome. Appreciate you, man. Hey, Rick. What? So we had some people that were asking, are we hiding this video from them? We got something we can share with them. Where would you? Do you have a link that you could send them to, or do you want me to try to get one and post it?
For what? For what?
To watch the video.
This video?
Yeah, no, the video, like the video that you watched, the video that
Send me. I'll send you all those videos. You can hit me up on my Facebook, or you can just hit me up on my Instagram, Rick Dhillon. Just request it, and I'll send you all kinds of videos.
Yep. Cool.
Awesome. RICKDHILLON, right there under my picture there.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, just send him a message there. We're all on Facebook right now anyway, so send him a message.
Anybody that's in Canada and like the GTA, look, it's new here, right? It is new here. And like me and Pierre, we're trying to start it up for you guys and kind of really be that support for you, because there is a lot to learn. We're here to walk you through it, and we got guys in our team, guys like Andre and Jay and beyond, supporting us. I never had this much support in my life. Like I call up Pierre, Jay, and Andre like it's not a big deal, and they're sending me things. You will get more support here. I'm not just saying that. Like I have no need to say that. I'm good. Like I'm good, right? But I have no need to say that this company is so good, and it is. And you got to see it. It's crazy. Like to be able to just call up someone like these three gentlemen here and just be like, drop of a dime. I text them, here it is. I call them, they answer the phone. It's amazing support. And when you have that leadership above, you kind of want to build that chain of leadership as well. So it's contagious. So when I see people doing things for me, I'm going to do things for people anyway. That's just the way I am. But when I see like-minded people doing that, then that energy ball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's exciting again.
Yeah.
It's exciting again, because when you're working in an environment where you're like, man, like I wake up from bed and my wife looks at me and I'm throwing down push-ups and stuff. Like I wake up ready, right? Whereas before, full disclosure, I mean, I'm doing it for 15 years, getting a listing or showing a buyer it's something I had to do. It was good, it was fun, but I wasn't so excited about it because I did it so many times. And I was just doing it this way for this company and just growing a company. You know, you're not growing your team, you're growing a company, helping grow a company. There's no words, man. This is definitely the best thing I've done in a long time.
Yeah, man.
I'm super
awesome.
excited for you, Rick, because I know we've been in a lot of masterminds together now, coaching company that we were with, and you haven't seen nothing yet. I mean, I know you've been at some pretty incredible events, but I went to my first one with Jay and Pierre was there, the mastermind in Key West, Florida that we put on together. And how much did we pay? Well, it was like $200 just for the material and to save the conference space. And that is it. And we were in the room, right, Pierre, with 100 top agents selling from 300 to some of those guys 1,000 homes a year. And we spent 3 days. We didn't pay $20,000 or $30,000 a year to be part of that. It's basically free, and these people are pouring their lives and souls into us of what they're learning with their business, and that's the kind of people that we're going to be hanging around like all the time. It doesn't stop. It's just amazing when you come back from those events. It just doesn't stop, and the support just keeps on coming. I mean, we can call Jay, we can call all these guys that you meet anytime you want, 24/7, pretty much. And they're there to help you. So
you touch on something that just reminded me. I'm trying to take it back to, I know Jay was asking me in the beginning, what are I want to help people as much as I can. So what are some of the things I did say rev share, but another big thing for me was the coaching, right? Because I used to pay all kinds of cash to get coaching. I actually did an NAEA this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3-day boot camp, which was off the chain. It was good because they give you everything right away. Like you ask for it, you get it. There's no like jumping through hoops to get stuff. This is it. This is what you got to need to do. It's not like jumping through hoops, ask this person, ask that person. So for me, that was important because as a team leader, right? If you've never been in coaching, number one, it's something that you just definitely have to have. I think anybody that's been successful in this business to some degree had real estate coaching. So you have to have it, bar none. So then you go into another kind of tier where people have had the coaching, they understand the coaching, they implemented the coaching. So for me, I was like, man, I can learn new things just by joining this organization in particular. Now, I did my research with eXp, and not everybody that tells you about eXp will have that coaching aspect. So that's another thing that kind of helped me because I get this coaching aspect. Number one, I could use it, but number two, as a team leader, sometimes I get, I find myself teaching the same things. So I can kind of learn through Kinder Reese coaching and kind of implement some of those things with new stuff to tell the team. So that coaching thing is very important.
Huge.
No doubt. All adding value to the group, man. That's what it's all about. So for anybody that's out there that's watching that wants to know more or is thinking about it, or what's the one thing you would tell them?
Look,
watch the video the first time.
You know what? Let me put it this way. Yeah, watch what people tell you. Somebody's telling you about eXp. I don't care who that person is. Like, listen to what they got to say. Don't punk them off like they're just a recruiter, because they're not. I know we got recruiting calls all these times in the years in the business. They're not recruit. I'm not a friggin' recruiter, man. I like if somebody calls me a recruiter, I'm gonna be pissed off because I'm calling to share. So anybody that's calling you to share, they're calling you to share. Because here's the thing. If you asked me 10, 15 years ago, I think it was about 10 years ago, if you asked me that I'm going to go outside my house and jump in a stranger's car to take me to a destination instead of calling a cab, I would have thought you're crazy. But now they call that company Uber. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta, I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when you used to get like big yellow pages and white pages delivered to your front desk. And if you told me about a company called Google, I'd be like, what kind of name is that? Like, it is what it is. And this is one of those companies. So if somebody's trying to tell you about Google and Uber back in the day, honestly, you'd be crazy not to listen to it. So you gotta pay attention. So the piece of advice that I can give you, if somebody is calling you about eXp, you need to take that as a blessing. You need to be taking it like, holy, this person is sharing that with me. So imagine 10 years ago and say, hey, man, somebody called you and say, I think you should be, there's a company called Uber. I think you should buy stock in it. Like how thankful would you be right now? Mm-hmm. So somebody's calling you, listen to what they have to say. Don't make a mistake on me.
Right. That's great advice, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Anybody else have any last words?
No, I'm good. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Rick.
Yeah, I'm just super excited. Super excited to have Rick on the team, and Pierre, you've been a rock star. We're really, I'm excited about putting GTA on the map. I know Rick knows a lot of people, not just the GTA. Rick knows people around the country that know him and respect him, and knows that he cares about people and he cares about his team, and he wouldn't be making this move if it wasn't right for him and his family and his team. And I'm excited about the people and the lives that you're going to change, Rick, across the country. Think about that. Pierre just said that he's doubled his business in the last 9 months. When he said that, I got cold chills, because if I didn't think enough of him to call him, and he didn't think enough of me to watch the video and to actually do some due diligence, he'd still be doing what he was doing. And now he's got everything at his fingertips. And, you know, we got access to 50, 60 hours a week of training in the world every day, when a lot of us here in Georgia, they put the stay at home deal going on tonight at 6 o'clock. So we're definitely going to be staying at home a lot more, but we can have access to you guys and all this high-level coaching and training. Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, and our cell phones that we can call anytime. And we're all here to just continue supporting each other, helping each other grow our businesses. We're changing lives. So, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just a couple more things. Sorry, man. Give me the mic.
Yeah.
I just started talking. Listen. So look, the other thing is, listen, I can't be selling too many houses right now because I like to see, like, if somebody called me about listing. I was telling Pierre, right? Somebody called me about listing their house the other day. And I was like, listen, man, like, what's your motivation? Is this something you need to do right now, right? I'm not going to lead my clients in the wrong way. I'm not one of those guys that just want to get a listing for the sake of the listing. I want to make sure it's the best deal for my clients, right? So I told him, if you can wait, you should wait. So what that does for me, so I heard the other day, I don't know how it is for you guys, but here in the GTA, we got 12 weeks protocol for this self-isolation. So 3 more months. So now this gives me something to do, right? I can spread the word because all real estate agents are home. I can kind of share it with them, and it gives me something to do in the next 3 months. And if you wanted to, we didn't even touch on the world. See that? Like,
Right.
we're too like studied it too much. It kind of works against us. So if you're new, like, we haven't even touched on the technology. The technology is the part where you can meet your clients, meet everybody in the world. So if you guys have questions on that, you guys can contact any one of us. Here's what I want to leave you with, okay? I loved where I was, okay? So for any of you guys that are thinking to make the move, right? Like, it was really hard for me to make that call to my broker. I'm not going to lie. They did a lot for me. I have nothing but respect for my broker, the place that I hung my hat, and they did everything that they could for me, right? So, and I'm a loyal person. So I know a lot of you listening to this are loyal people too. But the reality is, you have to have those tough conversations. And like, at the end of the day, I just thought what was best for me and my family. I didn't want to hurt people. I didn't want, like, if you're a producing agent, I had to have that call with my broker and say, listen, I got to go, man. And I told him where I was going to go because I wanted him to know. And then I tried to tell him, hey, you should come with me. So I'm trying to get him to come with me. But for any of you guys that are listening and thinking about this and that's in your head, I get it. I've been there and I understand, like, the heartstrings, but you have to think what's best for you and your family. And Pierre, what's that line that you shared with me? Remember you texted that line to me and I was like, that's an awesome line. You remember that?
Oh, I can't remember which one though.
Something about being a winner.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's
It's tough being a winner.
No, it's not even that. Hold on, if I had time, I would get it. I love that line. Anyway, I'm not going to find it now. Yeah. But if you knew
you
it,
just got to do the math, right? I mean, right, Rick? I mean, you're looking at when anytime anyone's making a decision like this, you're looking, at the coaching, you're looking at the rev share, you're looking at the people. It's like standing on the shoulders of giants. Some of these guys that you can reach out to at any time to help you. But do the math, the amount of money that you were paying for your broker on your split, and a lot of people are paying desk fees. A lot of people are paying franchise fees, and what are you paying for? You're renting a desk, right? Now we're all working for our own business. We get stock in the company for doing what? For selling a house. And you have the opportunity to, Pierre, he capped out in a handful of months. He's getting 100%. And he's going to get the Icon Award if he hasn't gotten it already. I'm not even sure. I haven't asked him about that yet, but if he hasn't got it, he's going to get it, and he's going to get his entire cap back. So he's like at 100% at a company that he has stock in,
So
who has that?
Anybody that's watching all this stuff on my personal Facebook, Andre just threw a lot of shit at you guys, the kitchen sink, and this might not make sense. It makes sense to me, finally, but I get it. You guys are like, what is your Icon? What is he talking about? So listen, guys, call me, okay? Reach out to me. I promise you, I can educate you everything that Andre and what we're talking about. No pressure, no problem. I just want to share the light, okay? Not a big deal.
Love it. You guys are awesome, man. It is exciting. I'm excited to be in business with you guys. I love what we do every day here. It's awesome. And so, make sure if you're watching this and you have questions, man, just get on the phone. Give Rick a call. Give Andre a call. Give Pierre a call. give me a call, whoever. But do it with an open mind, because I promise you, if you do it with an open mind, you'll see something that you wouldn't have probably seen otherwise. So just be open-minded. This might be it might be the best thing you've ever seen, because keep your mind open. I think that's the best way to look at this opportunity. So appreciate you guys again, man. And you guys have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll either see you at the top or from the top.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks, guys. Good to be in business with you.